all these things come to develop. And like I had really good parents, but my mom was like always traditional. She was a single mom and just like trying to provide. So she climbed the corporate ladder, powerful businesswoman. But seeing that as a kid, it just like implanted in my brain, like, oh, the way to have value is to be successful.
Right.
And I never thought twice about why I felt or thought that way. And it was a very subtle thing. But I noticed, I was like, as I was becoming a little more self-aware in my early 20s, I was like, oh, I'm like totally seeking the validation of these people. And like, why, and like, I would feel anxious all the time at work because I cared so much. And it's only in like the awareness of that pattern and then realizing that it's dumb and that I should find value in other things. It's like you can do both, right? Like you can have a job, you can be successful, but not find your value in that. And I think that's regardless of what you seek out to do, like being an entrepreneur, you could also accidentally get your value from how successful you are in that realm. So it can happen no matter what.
Absolutely.
But it's definitely an interesting web to untangle.
Absolutely. No, I love that you said that. It got me thinking of when I was working at, when I was like 20 years old, I was working at Harley Davidson. And I remember getting let go from that company and my identity being wrapped up in their logo. You know, like there's a culture to Harley Davidson, and it's like, that's why people are diehard Harley people. You know what I mean? There's this culture. You get the T-shirts and the jacket and all this. You know.
Yeah, they should do like a Netflix documentary on how they built that cult following because they have it.
It is a cult following for sure, and they're losing it though. That company, they are losing it, which is sad. They're taking their motorcycles all, you know,
trying to become like modern.
Yeah, it's like no, that was the thing was the nostalgic.
Yeah,
I want to go there, and it's like being able to buy a '68 Chevelle off of the showroom floor.
Yeah,
that's still right.
Yeah,
like that was what you could do with Harley. You could go there and buy like an old Springer, and now they're going into all this modern stuff. It's like, dude, you're killing your own brand. Anyway, I don't mean to digress, but yeah, I you know, when I got let go, it was like a blow. Even though my next career was more successful, I started selling cars, and I was selling Hyundais, right? And it just wasn't as cool to talk about.
Yeah.
Even though I was instantly, you talk about, you know, quadrupling or whatever your income. I did that going from Harleys to selling cars. So I was way more successful. I went from being like not even close to being a top producer to being the top producer, right? But I was still, there was something about, what do you do? Oh, I sell Hyundais. Like there was the identity that I wasn't happy with that identity, right? It's kind of silly, stupid, but we put so much energy in someone else's logo.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Anyways, so guys, for those of you listening, especially for those of you getting let go from corporate America and all that kind of stuff, I want you to really start thinking about building your personal brand on the side. Like invest in yourself. Stop investing so much in some other logo, right? And don't find your identity in that logo.
Yeah.
This happens a lot of times with NFL players. You know, they get cut. They're expendable, man. It's like you're only as good as your stats, right? And then all of a sudden, you're done.